Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. RAOA Kim Zolciak explains Kroy's freaky spying behavior. Even though she isn't on RAOA anymore, that doesn't mean Kim Zolciak isn't making headlines. In recent times, they've been focused on her roller coaster divorce from Kroy Biermann. According to Kim, their separation has just taken a very weird turn. Read on to find out what happened. While their divorce is being worked through, Kim and Kroy have decided to stay in the same home together. Via court order, Kim gets the basement level and Kroy gets their master bedroom upstairs. At first it seemed to be an amicable living arrangement, but apparently things have changed. Zolciak recently filed a motion against Biermann for invading her personal space and violating their cohabitation agreement. The former reality TV star says that Kroy has been spying on her when she's out of the house. She even claims to have photos from finding him passed out in her closet, which he does not have permission to be in. Kim is also alleging that he stole the surveillance cameras she installed in the home. Not only is she asking the court to make him return them, but Zolciak wants Biermann to be forbidden from touching her personal property. Kroy hasn't publicly responded to the allegations just yet. This isn't the first time that Kim accused Kroy of wrongdoing during their separation. This isn't even the first time she said that he stole from her. Back in May, she called the police on him, claiming that he took her phone and was going through it without her consent. Zolciak also said that during that incident, he was acting fairly erratically, including yelling and screaming. By the time that the authorities arrived, Kroy was still locked in one of the bedrooms and refused to come out. Ultimately, no arrest was made from that situation. Their divorce trial dates are officially set for November 5 and 6, so this might mark the end of their back-and-forth squabbles. Aside from all of the property arguments, their divorce has still been nothing short of crazy. From calling off their separation and getting back together, to filling their split a second time, it's been non-stop drama. Even though the dates for their trial have been set, most are convinced that it's still going to be far from over. In a Reddit thread, people shared their predictions that their separation drama will last a while. Here are a few of the comments. Kim Z will be a nightmare to divorce. Buckle up, friends. We won't hear the end of this for a very long time. Kim Zolciak, once a prominent star on the Real Housewives of Atlanta, never shied away from drama. But recently, it seems her personal life has provided more than any reality show could script. After a whirlwind year full of legal battles, rumored divorce proceedings, and financial woes, Kim has now opened up about something even more unsettling. Her estranged husband, Kroy Biermann's, bizarre spying behavior. The world knew them as the glamorous couple that gave fans relationship goals, until it all started to unravel. In a candid interview with a media outlet, Kim decided to air some dirty laundry, revealing details that painted Kroy in a completely different light. According to Kim, his controlling behavior had escalated in a way that was downright disturbing. It started out innocent. Kim shared, visibly shaken, as she recounted the last few months of their marriage. He was just always asking where I was going or who I was talking to. At first, I thought it was just him being protective, but then it became obsessive. I didn't think much of it in the beginning, but it was like a switch flipped, and suddenly, I felt like I couldn't even breathe without him knowing. Kroy, the former NFL player known for his calm demeanor, had reportedly turned into a man consumed by paranoia. Kim described how things began to spiral once they started having financial difficulties, something she admitted had placed enormous pressure on their marriage. But it was the degree to which Kroy monitored her every move that began to unsettle her. He started tracking me, Kim revealed with a sigh, her voice trembling. I don't mean just calling or texting to check in. He installed these apps on my phone, like GPS apps, without even telling me. I'd go to lunch with the girls or go shopping, and he'd know exactly where I was the entire time. When I confronted him, he'd brush it off, saying it was to keep me safe, but it didn't feel like that. As Kim continued her story, it became clear that Kroy's behavior had taken a turn for the freaky. There were cameras everywhere, she said, shaking her head. At first, I thought it was for security, especially with our big house and all the kids. But then I started noticing the cameras weren't just around the exterior. They were inside. They were in the kitchen, the living room, even our bedroom. It felt like I was constantly being watched, and not in a protective way. It felt invasive. When Kim finally confronted Kroy about the indoor cameras, his response left her speechless. He acted like it was no big deal. He said it was for the family's safety, but I didn't feel safe. It felt controlling, like he didn't trust me. It got to the point where I couldn't even have a private conversation without wondering if he was listening. Kim also recounted a particularly chilling incident that finally pushed her to the brink. One night, I was on a phone call with one of my close friends, venting about everything that had been going on. Suddenly, I got a text from Kroy, asking why I was talking about him behind his back. It was a private conversation, and there was no way he could have known what we were talking about, unless he was listening. That's when I realized he wasn't just spying on me physically. He was tapping into my conversations. It was a complete violation of my privacy. The spying behavior wasn't limited to Kim. She revealed that Kroy had also started tracking the movements of their children, installing apps on their devices without their knowledge. He told me it was to make sure they were safe, but even the kids started feeling suffocated. They couldn't go anywhere without him knowing. It created this atmosphere of paranoia in our house. We were always on edge, feeling like we couldn't just live freely. Kim admitted that the psychological toll of Kroy's actions was far greater than any of the public scandals or financial troubles they'd faced. It broke me down, she confessed, her voice cracking. I felt trapped in my own home. I couldn't go anywhere, couldn't talk to anyone without him knowing. And if I ever tried to push back or ask for space, he'd get defensive. He made me feel like I was the one in the wrong, like I was being ungrateful for him protecting me. The reality star, known for her fiery personality and outspoken nature, said she had reached a breaking point. I had to take back control of my life, Kim said with determination. It's not healthy to feel like a prisoner in your own marriage. I loved Kroy, and I still care about him, but this level of control was beyond anything I could handle. It wasn't just about love anymore. It was about survival. As Kim prepares to move forward with her life, she says she's focused on regaining her independence and ensuring a stable environment for her children. I've always been a strong woman, but this situation tested me in ways I never imagined. I'm getting back to me, reclaiming my space, my privacy, and my peace. While Kroy has yet to publicly respond to Kim's accusations, insiders say he has his own version of events, with sources close to him suggesting he acted out of fear of losing his family. Whether Kroy's actions were driven by love, paranoia, or something darker, one thing is clear. This once idyllic couple has gone through a breakdown that goes far beyond the usual reality TV drama. Kim's revelations have left fans shocked and curious about what's next for her. The mother of 6, who once proclaimed, "Don't be tardy for the party," is now prioritizing a different kind of celebration, one of personal freedom. I'm not the same person I was before all of this happened, Kim said, reflecting on the journey that's brought her here. But I'm stronger now, and I'm ready to move forward. I refuse to be anyone's puppet, and I won't let anyone control my narrative. I'm taking my power back. As Kim Zolciak steps into this next chapter of her life, The cameras may no longer be rolling, but her story is far from over. The drama may have unfolded off-screen, but in true reality TV fashion, it seems Kim's life will continue to be one that captivates and intrigues fans for years to come.